Sorry, phone overheated again. Don't blink, it's your boy Hing. Welcome to the Content Show. This is guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 18 June 25. Part 2 of how every single cast of Shameless was representing us at some point. We're talking about Fiona. Fiona, you see, even when she started dating Steve, she feels bad about it. It's only when Steve is nice to her family. It's only when Steve is accepting of her family that she is allowing him to be part of her life. See, the only two boyfriend, and trust me, the only two boyfriend that Fiona has was Sean and was Steve, and the only two characters that that kind of looked up for their family. Sean was a nice guy to Carl. He hired Ian. He was a nice guy to Lips. He hired Lips. He was a nice guy. He was a really, really nice guy. See, and Fiona, when she becomes a bitch, is when she's thinking about herself, and she becomes a bitch to her family because her family doesn't allow her to take care of herself. You're always like, hey, guess what? By the way, this is the TV. This is not me. So what happened is the family's like, Fiona, we need you, we need you, we need you. Like, no, I need myself. Now, next one is Kev and V. Kev and V being the perfect relationship that doesn't work, and Kev and V is representative in a way of we've had a relationship where it wasn't okay, and we fixed it. Kevin V, when you look at them, every single arc that they have is an arc that you could have. For example, the infertility problem. What if the person that you wanted to spend a life with wouldn't give you children? What would you do? The threesome arc was, hey, we want to explore. We've been together for a long while. It's becoming boring. I want to explore. I need to explore. You know. Then what else? There's a couple more. Adopting a children. What would it be to be a parent before being a parent? Although you didn't adopt children, you've nanny for people. You've had friends with kids, right? And possibly the first one in your group that had a kid was an accident, and then everybody else was like, "Yo, this is the best gift that ever happened to someone." Right? Now, moving on, we got Ian. We got Lips because Lips is older than Ian. Lips is the perfect case of wasted talent. See, Lips, although being smart, although being a nice guy, although being caring, is constantly pushed back. So, for example, the more he's caring, the more people uses his kindness to their advantage. See, Lips is the perfect mixture between an asshole and a good guy. Lips is a good person to a lot of people, then we allow Karen to treat him like shit. We all had this toxic girlfriend, right? And we all have this girl that would have been a better wife, but wasn't the person I'm with right now, which was Mandy. Lip is also, once again, a representative of where's the potential. Lip being the smartest, but not being living up to his potential. And we're Lips being also the coolest because Lips understood that he could have done better with his life, but he then chose to. See, the biggest problem with Lips is people say, well, we spent 9 seasons thinking about his academics, just for him to become a mechanic. Well, maybe that's what he was supposed to be. See, Frank was the smartest, and then Monica fucked up his life. Lips was the smartest, but Lips fucked up his own life. And as long as he's happy, who gives a shit? But Ian. Ian is the perfect example of sexuality. What happened when your sexuality doesn't follow the norms, if you will. We all been there. Like, for example, although Ian is gay, he has the best relationship in the whole family. Him and Mickey. Although Ian is gay, I have BDSM, or I have fetishes that a lot of people will find weird, right? And that's part of life. But also, it's the mental health problem. I have mental health. How does it affect me? I have mental health. Does it dictate my life? I have mental health. How does it affect my everyday and how much control I have over it? Which is my case with ADHD. But at the same time, again with Mickey, he had the best relationship. And Mickey, one of the best characters in the story. Mickey for the character, you have to look between the lines. So Mickey is a shitty character, shitty person that ends up being kind of cool because he falls in love with Ian. The only reason that he is caring is because of Ian. After a while, though, he becomes caring because he learned what true love is. So then you're like, okay, well, what's the problem with Mickey? Well, the problem with Mickey is Terry. The problem with Mickey is Milkovich. They're not a stable environment for him. So this whole demeanor of Amanaso was just a way to cope with the pain, right? Also, when Ian started having mental problem, right? Mickey stands by him. It's like, I'll take care of him. I'll take care of him. How many people would have left? The guy that was the most hateful was the guy that left. We all have this friend that couldn't help themselves, and we wanted to help because we loved him. We all had this friend that wasn't able to achieve a lot in life, but we all believed in him, you know? And that's Mickey. Moving on, we got Deborah. Deborah, you see one of the worst characters in the show. Sorry, but I fucking hate Deborah. But Deborah, you understand how she is. You understand how she is. You see, with Shameless, we have a little problem. And the fact that there's two clans. There's Fiona, Liz, and Ian. And then there's Liam, Carl, and Debs. There's six. They're separated by six, right? There's two clans, the older and the youngest. So Deborah feels like the youngest. And Deborah feels like she has to do things to get hurt. And then she becomes independent, right? The fact that she kind of rapes a lot of two people. Well, not rape, but at least she raped Math. She didn't rape Derek, but Derek, she made him a baby to keep him with us. Now, honestly, this is shitty, but this was the advice that she got. She got advice from Mandy for being a ghetto wife. Now,